After England defeated the French at the Battle of Bremule, Normandy was back in King Henry's hands. But 1 year later, his good fortune turned to tragedy. In 1120, his son and heir William Adelin died in a shipwreck. The future of Henry I's kingdom was in jeopardy. Henry desperately needed a new heir. With no legitimate sons left alive, he broke with tradition and chose his daughter, Matilda. Henry forced his barons to swear an oath to accept Matilda as queen. But when the king died, they broke their promise. England would not be ruled by a woman. Matilda's cousin Stephen saw his chance and claimed the throne. The crisis moved to the capital. At Westminster Abbey, Stephen was crowned king, but Matilda wanted what was hers. She was also lining up powerful supporters who would fight Stephen for her right to rule. Their conflict engulfed England in civil war. Fighting raged throughout the land. In 1141, everything focused on one of the kingdom's most strategic cities, Lincoln. Matilda's allies had commandeered the castle. But King Stephen was determined to take it back. He besieged the castle. Stalemate. As dawn broke on February the 2nd, everything was about to change. Matilda's half-brother, Robert of Gloucester, raced to break the siege. As Robert's forces approached Lincoln, Stephen's army turned away from the castle to face them. Robert could win Matilda the crown, but only if his army could win the day. Robert of Gloucester's forces approached Lincoln. Their task, to liberate the castle from King Stephen's siege. While behind Lincoln's walls, troops loyal to Matilda held the castle for the Empress. First, Robert's forces would stage an ambush to prevent enemy reinforcements from joining with King Stephen's army.
Wider Sulichka? Rendez واحد. Ich held auf that.
Not slipping. We have it. It's so Anja.
Wat ben je nesten? Send iets to a so thuhetest. Järve for
Kurse is saddled, scouter is ready. Scouter is ready to read.
what will thou?
Wider Schule ich get well about Kurse is Ridendes واحد.
Wat ben je nesten?
Wider Sulichka, Polwende die Hest.
Robert's men concealed themselves in a sheltered grove and lay in wait for the enemy.
What wilt thou? Send them to Minowekes.
Scouter,
Hier wij van bloed onbaal. Ik forfeit in his.
Vengeance! It's enemy me!
Wat beert dit?
Scout, when then yes.
Becoming my Captain, Saradupa!
Robert defeated the first column of Stephen's reinforcements, but he knew more were on the way.
Hier is stationary.
If I get sent cursor is saddle, Scouter is ready.
Send them to Minowekes. Hier wij voor bloed onbaal. Wat beert in hesten?
Each sail the bow!
Wat wilt thou?
Each sail the bow! Scouter, ready to read.
With more of Stephen's reinforcements eliminated, Robert was steadily undermining the siege.
Ik doe zo thuhetest. Ik zwaai ze aliata.
Travail to dawn, men of arms. Send them out to Minowvaren en diepe boten. Ik ga wat stonden. Ik doe zo thuhetest.
Ik obey Vanes.
Maar de standaard
Send them ik obey Vanes.
wat beurt is de schulden is wat is zo het. Every travail to dawn, men of arms. Men of arms are needed. Every champion. Men of arms are greater for stone.
Robert's men decimated King Stephen's reinforcements and were poised to break the siege.
Men of arms, where they
Continuing the push towards Lincoln, Robert sent in a large company of reinforcements to aid his vanguard. To further weaken the siege, Robert would need to cut off Stephen's supplies. He targeted the nearby market town.
Intended fräckes. Qua of servant
Men of arms, every champion.
Hästen.
Klar.
Fuse tolkes. Hästen.
Men of arms.
Kiere hästes. Voliente hästes.
Scouters, ik wil do that. Go ende mi duty. It's Wheeler. Wait, here reader, Scouters. Scouters, readeth Uta.
Intend and sweet day.
Scout to end any duty.
Who stay told nu that? Cometh on. Harry ende hestes what before is iboon. Wow, of Sarah.
Ich habe found the foe!
And sweet yes.
Matilda's cause, a large group of knights arrived at Lincoln to bolster Robert's army. With the market town in ruins, King Stephen's supplies began to dwindle.
Ready to read her.
Robert received word that Welsh troops under Matilda's banner were en route to join forces with him.
Scoutess, you ready to read her?
But King Stephen had the roads to Lincoln heavily guarded, and the route was not without risk, even for the hardy Welshmen.
Dein Hestes. Fuset usser. Obeisance.
Freckes haken.
Where schulen we gaan?
Athel Knitus Yara. Knitus. Alle Knitus Yara.
Scoutess, you ready to read? Read it all samen, Scoutess.
Alle Koran, Mr. Athel Knit intended. Athel
Scoutess, I said read it all samen, Scoutess. Wait, here read it. Scoutess, read in this ahead. Wait, read it. Where is Scoutess? Read it Uta. Wait, read it.
Freckes haken. Alle Swithen.
Scoutess, I said when the hester.
Making their way to Lincoln, Matilda's Welsh allies were ambushed by the king's soldiers. Robert's men would need to aid the Welsh if they wanted their help in breaking the siege.
Scoutess.
Athel Knitus Yara.
Scoutess, you ready to read? Read it out. Scoutess, is somewhere. Here read it, Scoutess.
Joining forces on the road to Lincoln, Matilda's allied troops made for the castle to lift the siege.
Fuste Tulkas, Hestes.
Widderschulen von Wendet die Hester.
Freck, ik kan.
Knitus, standende. Du sagst das.
Scoutess, Scoutess, read it Uta. Where read it? Ja, read it out samen, Scoutess. Ik wil dus dat. Where read it? Scoutess?
Fuste
Scoutess? Het willen we doen. Doe ende mi duty. Doe ende mi duty. Ja. Read it al samen, Scoutess. Scoutess, ready? Het willen we doen. Read ende. Arrestende. Zo ahead.
Intended, Freckes. Hestes cometh.
Alle Knitus Yara.
Fuste Tulkas. tulkas. Heriende hestes. Rich freckes.
Scouters i Sandova.
En ten foliende hestes.
Arthur Canitas Yada.
Con me on boot.
Canitas.
Ja,
Alla Canitas Yada.
Whoa, arrestende.
Scouters volwende di Hester.
Robert's forces spotted a large detachment of Stephen's soldiers guarding the castle gates.
Extended.
If they hoped to liberate Lincoln, they would need to break the blockade and rout the army. Robert's forces scattered the king's army, leaving the gates to the castle unguarded.
Who's the Dutha? Come on.
Canitas.
Where the way?
Hestes, come.
Canitas. Standende Yada.
Freck.
Robert's men finally united with Lincoln's garrison.
Tulkas.
They could now use the castle to strengthen their army. To lift the siege, they needed to destroy the enemy camps surrounding the castle.
Freckes haken. Nu hestes. Tinwin.
Alla Frida.
Where does we read?
Intended.
Y'all rate to done some work.
See they to work at.
Ja, rate to dons.
Every charm and 10 dead.
Joella. What needeth be undone? Alita, what needeth work? Cease the hestes. Helping to do. See they to work. Ik ga on me way. Ik ga to Dublin.
Hestes cometh. Jarve chef.
See they to work at.
Ich be boon to hear.
Ja, rate to done some work at.
See they, if he'll do that now. Ik he'll happy that he build in a
Freckes haken. Nu hestes.
Kid.
Hestes kom. Voliende hestes.
Build shield!
Matilda's forces struck hard, destroying one of King Stephen's siege camps.
Intended threat. Practice hard. Du hast es.
King Stephen's army dwindled as Matilda's forces struck down another siege camp.
Knights, another side.
Schulden we gaan.
The king's army was scattered, and those who didn't fall fled. King Stephen was spotted, shielded by his men. To end the siege, Matilda's forces needed to capture Stephen and rout his army.
Intended practice.
All give them good battle,
See, think of work.
Ställ uta every chan. Hold them at onsa.
And sweeter, yes, sir.
Min step.
What should he do?
Ich hab ihn bauen den Bau!
And the gold is staying. Attendant, Tulken.
Scout, let's see, we did it! He's still the ball! Winner to the Wega! Ich hab ihn bauen den Bau!
Spanteia, non Richter!
Masters are done.
Sunkers.
I'm Roger. Reader is.
What shall each boa is if
Reader is fun. Well, bail.
Matilda's men closed in and finally captured King Stephen. Matilda's forces had won the battle at Lincoln. But the fight for the crown was not over yet.